All right, you already know what it is. It's the DC Incentives Podcast. And those who don't know who we are, I am Diamond Cash, yours truly. And besides, in the middle of the screen, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Naren. I'm the star of the show, and I'm the guy that's carrying us today, and I appreciate it.
Always, always. Go ahead. Always. Go ahead, TC. Always.
Well, people, I'm TC. I was about to give this man a compliment.
Right?
I'm about to say this man's glowing. You just got to pull that damn stun out.
Right?
Anyway, what's up, guys? What up?
What's going on, everyone? All right, so let's get it straight to the point. So when we was at Get to the Bag event, shout out to Glad Credit. So we was at an event and Nyron was interviewing all these some that does real estate, Airbnb, time management, and the last question he asked was, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And we was thinking, you know what? Since it's about to be we have 2 months left out of the year. So where do we see ourselves in 5 years?
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Rich, you should go first.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why people know my real name now, because of Nyron.
Sorry. I mean, Diamond Cash. I feel like
no, it's all good. So,
okay.
In 5 years, I have a whole list. Like I see this podcast reaching over 1,000 subscribers and over 1,000 views. I can see that in the next 5 years. I can see it.
That's healthy.
Question, like, in the next 5 years, so you're speaking like hopefully the next year or even the year after? Like, how early you want that to happen?
Well, I'm speaking as like it already happened. So
Okay.
what? So I'm saying what? 2027?
Yep. That'll be the year.
2027. I already see this podcast already going over 1,000 subscribers and over 1,000 views.
That's
every
pushing
episode.
For. That's why I'm trying to make you say that.
Yeah, I can see that happening. I'm gonna be 35. I'm gonna be 35.
I'll be 36.
I'll be 35 going on 36.
I'm owning my time. I'm owning my life, my time. DC Incentives gonna have a strong team. I could see myself being a speaker too.
Okay, like a public speaker.
I can see that.
Okay.
Winston Churchill said of all the skills he would ever want to retain, oratory would be the most useful.
Yeah. Say that.
Yeah.
I can see. I'm just saying this has already happened. Like I want to health-wise, if you say muscle-wise, working out-wise, I want to like right now I'm learning calisthenics.
Okay.
And I can see myself mastering that. Like I'm over here, I see like I see like a hydrant, and I'm like, oh, a hydrant. Let me do a handstand real quick. Right in this hydrant.
Yeah. Man, it's on the Super Saiyan energy right there.
So that's
Goku
awesome.
Today.
Right? He was like, yeah, I'm Goku today. Let me just do this handstand right here. Right? I see myself being health conscious more happy. And I'm not gonna lie, like, when people be like, when Nyron was interviewing the folks talking about, one person said, I see me being the best. What he said, I see me being the best lawyer or best attorney or I could see myself being a millionaire. I'm not gonna lie.
That's beautiful.
Having multiple streams of income, passing down generational wealth. I can see that for myself, and having crazy faith in my family, like just passing it down, you know?
Mm.
Absolutely. You know, and the knowledge that we have now, I can see that for my family doing that too.
I think with the types of people that we interview, I think each and every person sort of sprinkles in or leaves a lasting effect on us, right? And I think as this podcast grows, the birth of people that we're going to interview would definitely give us like the keys to how to develop some sort of income outside of just the regular 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
That I would say most importantly, one more thing. I would say most importantly, in 5 years, I could see myself being crazy happy. Like I'm over here saying, like, yo, I really love my life right now. I'm very happy right now with my life in 5 years.
To me, that's
So
the best
2027 already happened.
To me, that's like one of the best goals you ever have is striving for happiness.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I feel that. Yeah.
Definitely. So who wants to go? Nyron, TC, who wants to be next?
TC, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. Well, I see myself in the next 5 years. One, most important for me right now is being very healthy and physically fit. I already tell myself, like, I'm not going to be losing no neck, but I'm going to be having a nice, a good 6-pack, I want to be looking sexy out here.
You feel me?
I want to be
abs. You feel me?
I want to be 90 degrees outside. I'm outside in my t-shirt. I said, you know what? Don't worry about it. Bam!
Bam! Right? Like you Superman. Like you could, like you confident with your chest out.
Exactly.
Like abs popping, chest popping. Like yeah, I'm good.
And the whole thing is too. I want to be that crazy guy to go in the store with bare back.
Bare back.
Be like bare back. You're gonna be looking at all this glizziness, all this sweat dripping down muscles. I won't be that guy.
Gonna be that guy.
I'm trying to be reservative. I'm like, my stomach don't look good. Nah, I'm gonna show off. And the reason why for that too, because it's just like, as people listen to the last episode, I have the next opportunity in life. So it's just like, I want to be living my life the fullest and healthiest, and like push myself the best way I can when it comes to that. And financially and stuff like that, I want to. Let me speak better. I see myself owning some kind of property. Either it's like I own a condo, townhouse, whatever the case is, but owning some kind of property and making money from it.
Yeah.
Because I want to start making incomes, like streaming incomes. It doesn't even have to be that. Just some kind of business. Like for the longest, I wanted to do dad hats. I might put that into play. I just gotta say, dad hats. Make custom dad hats.
Dad hats.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Dad hats.
Yeah, like the hats I'll be wearing all the time, like stuff like this. So I have plenty of ideas. I just know I gotta push them into action. Have to. And this one's will be kind of wild because clear my head is. It's not a bad thing.
Okay.
I possibly could see myself having a child.
That's something we have. It's
funny, right? Having a child.
Possibly. Okay. Because what's scaring me, I'm outside in Target nowadays in the baby section, like, oh, this is so cute. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, boy? The hell you doing saying, oh, this is cute? Little man could racing because me, you got no little man. What are you talking about?
Right.
But no, I feel like too, like I just don't be losing time. You understand? I just want to like do as much as I can, especially if I do have a child. That child is actually going to push me even further beyond my limits. Do what's best for myself and for my family. Because sometimes us humans, we get very comfortable, So sometimes we need that drive. But also too, like Diamond said, happiness is number one. And I already told myself, I know I'm guaranteed going to these 2 countries. I'm going to Japan and Africa.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Automatically.
Ironically, Troy, we're in the same boat, but but for different reasons. Like I want to go to Japan because of this place called Okinawa, and in
I heard of
Okinawa,
Okinawa.
so in Okinawa they sell this sushi called fugu, and sushi is my
Mhm.
favorite food. Fugu is puffer fish, and if it's not prepared the right way, you could die when you eat it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's crazy. Japan got some crazy stuff.
That's some real crazy
I'll
stuff.
be looking at it like the food be turning me off sometimes because a lot of seafood, but then again, be like, I might try squid, but it just does that to you. But
Mhm.
no, Japan, Africa, I have to go to Africa. I have to. I got to see where my people originally came from. I have to go.
Right.
And Japan is mainly for my nerd side, and I just like Japanese culture in general.
Mm.
But guarantee those two things. Those going to be my two dream destinations. I will get that done within the 5 years. For sure.
I'm right now on my list right now. Africa. Maybe go
Africa,
to Kemet.
yeah.
Maybe go to Kemet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to do one of those African trips that you go to different parts of the country,
Mm-hmm.
like those like those vacation package. I forget what you call them, but you there for like 2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah, like I want to do that because my mom went on one like before COVID.
To Africa?
She went to like Uganda, for example. Then she went to South Africa, and she went to Zimbabwe, all that kind of stuff. So I want to experience that for myself. And I'm gonna do one more destination in it too. Spain.
España. Yeah.
Okay.
Spain. I want to go to Spain. I want to
Mhm.
go to Spain. I'm supposed to go to Spain, but then 2020 happened, so that got shut down.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for sure, those I want to. So the main things for me is travel, health, owning some kind of business, property, whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
And for my 9 to 5, I'm gonna keep that. I'm not gonna let that go. At least try to elevate in that meanwhile, so it can help me build more income and stuff, so I can plan better in the future.
Yes.
And you know what? If I ain't get no baby, it's okay. I get a dog. I'll be all right, I get a little rover,
Get a little rover.
a little rover.
You want a dog? Okay. So you want a dog? Well, so so you want that kind of dog that's gonna scream at people in the window like, "Oh, who's this?"
Oh, no, I want no little rat. I don't want that. Nah, honestly, if I had to pick a dog, it'd be like a God, what do you call them? It's a British bulldog. It's not a pit bull.
I know the one. I know the one you're talking about. They're short.
Yeah.
They got that ugly face. That like scrunched up
The
face.
ugly but the cute. Yeah, it's not a pug though. It's not a pug.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, a Shiba. Those Japanese dogs, I like them. So
Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah.
it. Or you got more?
And I'm still living at home. I do want to at least get out of here also. But I'm not too pressed on that right now just because living at home is helping me do a lot of things I want to do as well.
Yeah.
Especially living in New York. We all know how that is. So
Ridiculous.
yeah. Sure. Today I went to Key Food. You know how much orange juice costs? $10.99.
For orange juice?
$10.99. $10.99.
Orange juice?
Orange juice.
What orange juice? Gallon of orange juice?
Orange juice. $10.99.
Orange juice.
Yes. Tropicana.
That's wicked.
Not Florida made and none Tropicana.
That's wicked.
$10.99. I said, you don't know what neighborhood you're in? Like, anyway. Now right, you go.
No, you keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, no, I like this rant. I like this $10.99 rant.
No, it's just like, let's be honest. Supermarkets in the hood should be reasonably priced because first off, we in the hood for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You think we go $4.10 orange juice? That's what we buy Kool-Aid. And Sunny D.
Right.
All right. Like I don't know what like the inflation is crazy right now. $10.99 eggs not too long ago I saw at BJ's was like $12.
Eggs?
Mind you get them more than what you normally get, but still.
Okay.
$12.
All right. Yeah.
But still, hey, have you seen cereal boxes?
I buy them. Yeah, they're not cheap.
It's like man skinny now. Like and you're paying like top dollar.
And because of I think it's because of inflation too. And
Absolutely.
And even if you look at the bags, like a bag of chips, like this is the whole bag, right?
Yeah.
And the chips could be like this in the bag.
Oh, they be taking the chips to Party City and filling up with air.
Like, he's not even exaggerating.
No, like the Doritos company, but hey, can you put some air here real quick? Like, and chips cost about almost $2 now. Well, I could be wrong. I don't even know how much chips cost nowadays. But I know it's not 25 cents no more.
No.
Okay.
You know? It's great. Is it Arizona $2 now?
What?
I think I heard that. I could be wrong, but I think it's $2 now.
Oh no, yeah, it is. I remember because on Facebook there was a meme where it says it's rough for everybody, and then I saw the Arizona, and it was no longer 99 cents. It was like $1.20 or something. It was crazy.
Nah, that's wicked. That's
crazy, right?
I remember I had an Arizona. It was just $1. I could just go to the deli, be like, "Yo, let me get this."
For our entire lives.
They messed up the Ankh special, bro. The combo, the bacon, egg, and cheese with Arizona was used by
Arizona, right?
A good $3.50. Now I'm about to cost about $6 now. Like, come on,
right?
Come on.
That was the combo, though. That really was the combo.
With your student pass, you about to hop in that bus. Let me go on Ankh real quick and get this little sandwich in Arizona.
Facts.
Nah, they're messing up the whole thing now. These kids got it rough. That's all I got to say. They got it rough.
Yeah.
Nah, but for my plans will always keep evolving too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but for right now, that's where I see myself.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. All right, Naron, it's on you.
Where do I see myself in 5 years?
A rich man.
Nah, I could see him being a little actor with Carlton in it.
Wow. No. Acting.
Nah,
I'm playing Carlton.
I could see you playing the actor or something.
Nah, this man's gonna make he's gonna make a professional debate team and make a league out of it.
I was the captain of my debate team in
you
high
see?
School. I was the captain of my debate team in high school. Where do I see myself in 5 years? It's an interesting question because in my mid-20s, I started to envision in my head the type of life that I want for myself. And as I get older, those visions haven't really changed. There are some parts that have been added in, but the core of it was never really removed. I guess I'll start with health. In terms of health, I'm 6'2", 240. And it doesn't really show. I'm not fat at all. But I know my ideal weight is around 190. And in 5 years, with the grace of God, in 5 years, I should have developed a routine and a habit that not only makes me lose those 50 pounds, but maintain it without it being a struggle, right? And part of what I do, and there are parts of my life now that'll help me reach that goal. For example, I play basketball every weekend. When I feel myself getting a little too big, I naturally push myself to go running. I love lifting weights, especially during times of stress. And if I could just combine that into a consistent routine, that'll definitely help me with my goal. But most importantly, I do have some culinary skills, but I want to expand it. And I want in 5 years, I want to get to a point where I don't have fast food. I don't even think about fast food, which is ironic because for the last 2 months, I've been eating nothing but fast food. Let me tell you, I don't know what my blood pressure is, but it's pretty bad. But in 5 years,
I should be laughing at that.
No, it's fine. No. All right. So I know what my blood pressure is. Full disclosure, I went to the doctor like a month ago for something else. And, while I was there, I figured, why not check my blood pressure? At that point, I'd already been eating pretty crappy. I get my blood pressure, and the doctor said, your blood pressure is normal. I go, really? You're telling me the wrong news. That means I'm going to eat whatever the hell I want for the rest. I thought you were going to have to sit down and give me a talk like, listen, you're 30 now, you might want to watch your blood pressure. When she goes, it's normal, like, oh, those are the wrong words. It's like being a smoker, and then you would go to the doctor's office expecting for them to tell you got cancer or something, and they tell you don't have cancer. I'm buying 2 packs. You know what I mean?
That's so toxic.
It's really toxic.
That's so toxic.
It is so toxic. Like from then on, I've been on a streak because I think I got this in my brain. I think I got this leeway. You know what I mean? But ideally, I would love to develop a consistent workout routine, and a consistent cooking routine. A lot of the foods that I'd be eating is vegetables. A lot of vegetables, no rice, not a lot of pasta. Be a lot of vegetables, a lot of meat. I also want to master fasting. I fast from time to time, but I want to have consistent fasting days. And those days for me, it's Tuesday and Friday. And I haven't really done it for a while, but those will be the 2 days that I fast. I think it's good for the mind, the body, and the spirit. I also do want to develop more of a spiritual side to me. I know the Bible. I know I was born a Christian, but I want to develop more of a religious foundation to me as I get older. I think it's important. And that's just health-wise. Mentally, as you guys know, I'm a genius. And as a result, I don't think I've been using my genius. I'm messing around. No, I in 5 years, I should be fluent in Castellano, Spanish. I'm already halfway there, more than halfway there. I'm conversational. I'm really conversational. And by the time I'm 35, I should be able to speak Spanish fluently. I speak Spanish from Spain. When you mentioned Spain, I kind of had like a little tinge of joy when you mentioned that, Troy.
Like a little giddy moment.
I did have a giddy moment because that's one of the places I want to visit too. Like every single place you listed, are all the places that I want to visit as well. So I should be fluent in Spanish. Also, as a Pan-Africanist, I'm sure I mentioned this on a previous podcast, but as a Pan-Africanist, I really want to develop Kiswahili.
You mentioned that before.
Yeah, I want to be fluent in Kiswahili, and that's something I want to pass on to my offspring. As a matter of fact, ideally, what I would want them to do is to have an African language as their base. In order for them to have that, I have to be the one fluent enough to pass that on first. So those are some of the goals I have for myself intellectually. Oh, I'm a bibliophile. I love reading. I just want to increase that. I want to get through a lot of the classics. I've been reading a lot of the classics, a lot of short stories, a lot of great contemporary stories as well. But I want to just develop my palette in reading. My Kindle has been by my side every day on my commute, and I can't imagine it going anywhere.
Not to cut you off here, did you want to do Mandarin also?
No. It
wasn't okay.
Yeah, so I didn't want to add another European language after Spanish, and I thought in terms of another language after Spanish, it's got to be an African language. I looked up the fastest growing, most well-known language in the continent of Africa, and it was Swahili. So that's why I chose it. And after that, I don't think my brain is going to have enough room for another language. I'm not going to lie. It's tough.
What about learning Creole?
If I had to learn Creole, I'd rather just learn French. I remember when I was dating this girl way back in like 2010. She was Haitian, and she was speaking Creole. I thought to myself, man, if I had to learn another language, I'm gonna learn it from the country that created it. It's why I speak with it's why I call Spanish Castellano. It's why I speak with a Spanish accent from Spain, because that's the country that created the language. If I had to learn English all over again, I'd be coming out here with like an English accent, sounding like I'm from England. You know what I mean?
Yeah, any crumpets, Gov.
Right. Tea and crumpets. We take the lift in the trolley. All that good stuff. And financially, like the two of you, I would love to have multiple streams of income. My goal of owning real estate has been something imbued within me for about 3 to 4 years, and every year I'm getting closer to that goal. By the time I'm 35, I should have more than one property, like more than one rental property. Right?
You're really big on real estate. Yeah,
I'm huge on real estate.
Yeah,
I mean, I spent so many time. I spent so much time out in the street, just dreaming in my car, just thinking about the importance of ownership and owning your own space and what it's like to have a place you can call your own. And it's something I've wanted for so long. I can't imagine that at 35, I wouldn't have that in my possession by then. So property ownership, that's number one on my list. It's going to happen by the time I'm 35 for sure. That's going to be one stream of income. The other stream of income would obviously be from my job. whatever it is that I do. Right now, I work in EEO, and it looks like that might be my career. And my idea is to have my multiple streams of income match my salary or supersede my salary, so that if for whatever reason we're in a recession or I lose my job, I know all of my bases are covered because my expenses are primarily coming from the real estate that
Recession
I own.
proof. Yep.
Right.
Recession proof.
Yep.
And of course, working with you guys on this podcast has been enlightening. You know, I love podcasts. I've been listening to podcasts for years. I always try to put people onto podcasts. I listen to podcasts and love podcasts more than I do love watching television, you know. And I would love it if within the next 5 years that, you know, first of all, we're still here, right? That means we've been consistently growing and consistently producing content. We've mastered the art of podcasting. And I want that to be an extra stream of income, something that, you know, we spend 2-3 hours a day, not a day, but like for the week, and that generates like $4,000 or $5,000 for each of us in the division. That would be awesome. You know what I mean? Just to generate some income doing what we love. And I imagine that in 5 years, if the podcast is going down the road that I anticipate that it's going down, I think that the caliber of people we'll be able to interview by then would be so much wider, and it would be so much, right? The people we would interview are like, I'm thinking like Dr. Umar Johnson. You know what I mean? Maybe we might be in the Breakfast Club talking about our podcast. Maybe we might be able to interview, well, if he's still around, you know, hopefully, but, you know, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, or, you know, civil rights leaders. You know, I could just imagine the plethora of people we'd be able to interview, and I think I'd get a real kick out of that. I think, yeah, I would love that very much.
Yeah,
And
I want to say, sorry, I just want to say this too, because Diamond did speak on this. No matter where we are in the world, I can see us still doing this, regardless of what part of the country we're in.
Yes,
You know, for as much years as we can do it, as long as we breathing, I see we doing this for a long time.
And just lastly, in terms of my home, maybe by that time I'll be able to get the home that I've been dreaming about in my head. But in my home, I'm married, right? I have a wife. More than likely, I would have children. The person that I'm with is somebody that I absolutely love and adore, and somebody that I always look forward to seeing and spending time with. She'd probably be my cooking partner, my reading partner, the person I practice Spanish with, the person I mean, obviously she'd probably be learning Swahili with me, because if we're going to pass this on to our children, this is something that we both have to know. So she would be like my student, my teacher, my chef, my the person that tries out my food. I would have a sort of man cave in my basement, and I'd also have a gym in the basement as well, a place where I could work out consistently. The kitchen will have a whole bunch of spices and maybe utensils you might not have seen before, because they're designed for specifically designed to make certain kind of dishes, maybe like sushi or something along those lines. And that's what I'm looking at. That's what I want my future to be.
Okay, so all right. Wow, that was a lot, but that's good. That's very good. So now that we got that right, so let's break this up into manageable pieces. Let's break this up into manageable pieces, and then after that we'll wrap up.
Okay.
So, TC, let's break this up into manageable pieces. Now, you want to be the type of guy that's, you know, you gotta look like Goku. You know, so you want your chest out. You want all that. You don't want to be the health conscious. So break that up into manageable pieces. Now let's help out
how I take the steps.
Yes, what are the steps?
That's probably the easiest one out of everything I mentioned, because I can start that even right now. Well, technically, I can't, but anyway, I can. I think when it comes to that, it's about discipline. It's about how you eat it and the time you put into the gym. And I know myself, one of the biggest things I battle with is once I feel lazy, I'm lazy. So I really had to like fight myself to go to the gym or even to work out at home. So I think it's just really creating that discipline and be realistic with your workout regimen. For me personally, I wouldn't go to the gym 5 times a week. I know
Me
myself.
either. No, me
I
either.
know myself. I'll kid myself. I do it for the week. Then next week I'll be like, what time makes stop open? You know, like. So I would definitely start off slow and start off what I like. First off, what I need to do better when it comes to working out is create a spreadsheet of what I need to do, what I need to eat, make a schedule, and look at what kind of foods help me benefit, like with muscle growth and stuff like that. And I think that's one of the biggest steps I need to do right now because I know as long as I'm healthy, I'm here longer. It allows me to do more things I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And plus, I can just look sexy too. You know, like don't get me wrong, I look
right?
good.
Over here looking sexy. We gotta look sexy out here. You feel me?
Look like, I want to be the Trinidadian Idris Elba out here. Right? You know,
the Trinidadian Idris Elba.
Yeah, but I'm 56. I want to look like I'm 35. You know,
right? And because you're black, you're blessed with that possibility. All you got to do is take care of yourself.
Exactly.
You really just
I ain't trying to come out here looking all yellow dye and bad belly and stuff. Nah, I'm good. No disrespect to people got yellow eyes, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, that's one. That's for me. I know once I start doing that, I'm gonna feel much better about myself also, and that's gonna actually motivate me.
More confidence.
Yes, because let's be honest, when we look at ourselves and you're not feeling the best, that brings down your confidence.
Yep.
You know, the simple as us men not getting a haircut. After a while, you'd be looking at me like, damn, am I homeless? Even though I have a perfect bed in the toilet. I'm just like, shit.
As soon as we go to that barber shop, we be feeling like Johnny
You feel like
Bravo.
a whole new man. You feel mad cocky for no reason.
That's right. That's
we be looking like Johnny.
Huh? I woke up yesterday and I had a wedding to go to, and I looked at my hair and I felt my hair and I said, "It's been 3 weeks." Like, you ever feel your hair? You can measure how much time has passed with how much your hair is
me
grown.
right now. I just in the mirror not so long ago. I was brushing it. I was just like, this is making no sense. Like,
yeah, it makes no sense.
Like, because you trying to make it work, and just the hair's gonna look at you like, fam, you're homeless right now. Like, you got to fix this. You know, so
yeah. So when I got my hair cut, you know.
Now I see here, like I see you been glowing. They put that oil on there. I see it.
That's right.
Yeah,
I'm looking fly, and you know,
I see the lineup.
great, grace to God. You know, I haven't like started balding. A lot of my friends, you know, are already starting losing their hair, and they're coming back home, is what they call it. I don't think that's gonna happen to me anytime soon, and I am so grateful. I'm so grateful.
Ron, you're Trini. Yes, we don't. We good. We got the Indian hair in us. You know.
Yeah. That's true.
Even
true.
Diamond's blessed too. I'm looking at his hair. I said, you blessed. I see a lot of dark.
Yeah, I'm blessed.
A lot of dark hair there. You blessed.
Absolutely, yes.
That means he ain't stressed. You know. Shit, you see my hair? Shit. You know.
Definitely.
Whole beard. Some people can't even grow a beard. I'm blessed. So
no. See, I'm blessed in that I can't. This is it.
No, I'm blessed that I have this. I
kind of don't want to have.
As long as you got this.
Yes, I'm good.
You don't want no facial hair?
Want to have facial hair? No, because it's a lot of work to maintain. I mean, I barely have hair here, and every like 2 weeks I gotta shave it and like maintain the little.
No, man, this is the black man experience.
I don't even shave. I don't even shave my joint. No, I let my barber do what he got to do. You feel me?
All you need to do is get a little brush. You brush your mustache, your beard. You got the little oil. You smell like pine salt.
Unless you're talking about the beard, like,
like the James Harden.
The James Harden,
yeah.
James Harden keep cookies in there.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'd look that great with a beard. Really, look at my face. I mean, I kind of have a young looking face. I don't think that would work with a beard.
Do you model face?
I don't. What's a model face?
This look serious. Just look at the camera.
Yeah, all right. It's hard for me to look to be serious right now. Hold on. Like, really look. You see what I mean? It's hard. It's hard, right? You can't see a beard. You can't see a bit of a face. It doesn't work. It does not work.
I got nothing.
You got nothing to say.
I got nothing. I try to make your confidence go. I got nothing.
No,
sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
I know what works or what it doesn't work for the face. A beard, I don't think it works.
I was really trying to make a good.
I can't see Naron with a beard. I can't.
I would take it serious.
Nah, yeah, hell yeah. Nope.
It's like me
No.
with dreads. I don't think I could work with dreads or braids. I got the short hair or maybe an afro, but after that, I can't. Right.
No,
You're right.
no.
You see your faces? You imagine
Just
me
get a
watching-
mustache. Just get a mustache. That's it. Get the little professor mustache and just call it that day. My man said dreads. Nah,
Yeah, right.
Nah, I
you look
can't.
like Riley from Boondocks. Don't do it.
Okay, so we know how we're gonna break it up. So Naira, how we gonna break it up into manager pieces? Real estate. Talk about it.
Oh, that's real estate is something that's in my control and out of my control. In order for me to get real estate, I got to have savings and I got to have a job that would give me the loan necessary to invest in a property.
And good credit.
And good credit, obviously. You know, I got some money stashed away. I got good credit. The reason why I say it's partly out of my hands is because I got to get the job that would allow the banks to feel comfortable giving me that loan. So I'm always pushing my resume out there. I'm always trying to see what comes back to me, see what I can get. If it's like a great city job like sanitation that'll pay me if I work overtime over like $100,000 a year, my goals for real estate could start right away. You know,
Getting
in terms of my spirituality,
like
everything else requires discipline on my end, right? Right. Like I don't if I want to start eating healthier and not eat out as much. If I want to start eating healthier and be healthier, I gotta buy grocery food instead of buying fast food. If I want to be able to expand my culinary skills, I gotta cook in the kitchen. You know, if I wanted to develop my spirituality, I have to read my Bible every single day. There was a point where, I dance back and forth with religion. Like sometimes I try to be a student, sometimes I don't. But I think the practice of reading your Bible every day, that'll definitely help with my spirituality. I don't know where I stand on church. I'm more of an individualist when it comes to Christianity. I don't necessarily believe my connection with God comes with working in a group of people. It comes with a one-on-one type of deal, type of experience, which is why I would read my Bible every day. Becoming more well-versed in the world of literature, again, that's discipline, right? I would have to read my Kindles as often as I could. And I do. I read short stories all the time. And before I start learning Kisawahil, I have to finish my Castellano. And that can be done. If I really apply myself, I could be fluent in Spanish in like 6 months. And once I hit that fluency, then I could start learning Swahili. And the house that I've always envisioned for myself. I mean, I am with somebody right now that I think could be the person that I'm with in 5 years. That wife that I was talking about is a pretty strong probability it's her. So that's kind of taken care of, and the house that I've always envisioned, that comes when the income from everything else sort of works itself out. And lastly, with the podcast, if we're consistent with the podcasts and we find a way to do it once
we will be,
then that will grow on its own as well. So everything. So once I know what I want to do, everything else it's all about execution. It's all about discipline. It's all about
so we are missing one point
Mm-hmm.
about everything, and that's being educated.
Educated on what?
Elaborate.
Yeah, you really have to elaborate on that.
So it's like, all right, like podcasts like this, right? When you talk about real estate, we can be educated into these things. So it's like a lot of things we didn't know. Like I know you was asking questions about. We had like 3 real estate people that, and then I know you asked. You was like, "What? I know about that. I know about that." So that's what I mean. Like, I think education is a never-ending life process. It's not just some like, oh, I'm gonna like when I'm getting younger, I'm 5 years, and then after that, when I go to high school and then college, and that's it. That's the end of education. That is not true. education is a never-ending process.
Yeah. I didn't even mention it before because I already assume I'm always going to be learning because, as you get older in life, you're always learning new things,
Yes.
and especially to what's important also, once you start surrounding yourself with like-minded people, you start
Yes.
learning more things and things start coming into play more,
Yes.
so that's not even really like a thought for me because that's going to happen
Already
regardless.
gonna happen. Yeah.
Exactly. Whatever job you get, whatever area you go to, like in general, that's going to happen. And I was going to ask you guys this question: do you guys still see yourself in New York in 5 years?
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good one. That's a good
yeah.
one.
I Rich, you
Wow.
want to go first?
No. Go ahead, Thyron. Go ahead, Naira.
I have this thing with my partner where sometimes we're watching TV, and we see something like North Carolina or Georgia or maybe like Toronto, Canada, and then I go, I can see myself there. And she goes, No, you can't. And I go, You're right, I can't. You're right, I can't.
What?
It's like a 5 second. It's a 5 second thing. It's like I can see myself there. She'll go, No, you can't. And I go, You're right. I think I'm a New Yorker for life. I mean, my dream properties has always been a house in Long Island, a duplex in Harlem, and a condo in Long Beach. All in New York. It's never been outside of New York. So I don't see myself leaving here ever.
But how come you can't see yourself living outside of the state still?
Um, I think part of the reason is because I can be. I don't necessarily know if obstinate is the word, but once I'm in a place, I could see myself developing roots there. It's hard for me to move on from things. It's hard for me to willingly change my environment just for the sake of changing it. Like I was born. I was fortunate enough to be born in what many consider to be the greatest city on planet Earth. That's a great start. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot about the culture of New York that reflects who I am. I love art. We have some of the greatest museums in the world here. I love culture. Queens, New York is the most diverse place on planet Earth. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I love language, and you can get on the Q85 and hear a bunch of different languages. And this is technically just a black neighborhood. So, I mean, you take all of that in, and then you realize how special it is to be here. And I can't imagine me wanting to be anywhere else. I think everything I would want is here. If I want Southern cooking, I can literally go to Harlem and go to Sylvia's and get great Southern cooking on 125th Street. And I mean, if I want Latin food, I can go to Astoria, Queens, or places in Long Island. Everything is here. Everything is here, for me anyway.
What about you, Don?
I don't know. Like, if all I could see myself, a house with a driveway, but like 3 bedrooms, a basement. A basement is my gym, and then the first floor can be the living room, and the kitchen, and then the next floor can be my office. Like, I can see that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then yeah, even if it's not New York. All right, if it was New York, I would say it could either be Long Island or somewhere upstate. Not New York City. But if it's not New York, see, that's why I said it's a good question, right? Because the field that I'm in, right, in the film industry, it would either have to be New York, Georgia, California, North Carolina, or Chicago.
Because it's the unionized, right?
Yes.
I never thought of Chicago, but you're right. Chicago would be another place to work in TV.
Chicago will probably be the closest thing to New York, technically.
Yeah.
That's what I hear anyway.
Yeah.
But what about
me?
You? Yeah, it sounds like you don't want to be here.
To be honest, that's not too far off. I love New York. I just hate the expenses here.
Yeah.
It's so damn expensive. But if I had to stay, I'll still pick Queens, but it has to be like Glen Oaks, for example.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice
Yeah.
over there. Long Island for sure. Oh, I could take. If you tell me I could get a house on Long Island right now, I'll take the opportunity.
Anybody would.
Right
I
off the
love
bat.
Long Island.
Yeah, that's why I drive all the time. I don't even drive in the borough. I'm in Long Island half the time. You know.
Right. You see those houses and you go, damn, how do I get there?
Yeah. And the thing is, Queens has some parts that looks like Long Island. It's just mad houses. It's big, beautiful houses too.
Mm-hmm.
You getting a whole
Bronx is
driveway,
like that.
actual backyard.
There are parts of the Bronx that are like that too.
Yeah, Upper Bronx.
Mhm.
I would have touched it. I'm good.
Yeah.
But,
Not the Bronx. What about Mount Vernon or Yonkers?
There are nice places over there. I'm not gonna lie. They're nice
Yonkers
places.
is nice, but Yonkers got some hood ass parts. I'm like, oof, like yo, like nah, you good, you got that. Because before, when I was younger, I always wanted to live in Brooklyn because I felt like Brooklyn is like downtown Brooklyn specifically is like that New York life, you know, like you see on TV and stuff. But as I got older, I'm like, I'm good. So I just got into the medical field now, so I'm kind of like diamond in the case. There's only certain places I will move to at the moment.
Yes.
It's either Jersey, Connecticut, or Maryland.
Yep.
I thought about
Maryland.
Florida at one point. But after that hurricane, seeing the sharks swim in the streets and stuff, I ain't got time for that.
Mm.
I ain't got time for that, Mickey Mouse. But it's just like I don't want to close up the opportunities because if I have a chance to live in New York, I'll take it. But I'm not too shy to leave the state also. Because what kind of helps with me at least, I used to live in North Carolina when I was in my high school years. Because I kind of understand, like, okay, how it is to be outside of New York, you know? But you mentioned a lot of great things. Like, if you want to get this and that, New York is open 24/7.
Absolutely.
Right now, I could literally take the Long Island Railroad, go to Times Square, get a slice of pizza, and come back. Who could do that?
We hold on. Some states probably could do that. You never know.
No, not like New York.
Not like New
Texas,
York.
for example. Texas, their party starts at 11 o'clock and finishes at 2.
Oh, yeah. Versus our party, we start like 8 o'clock and ends like 4 in the morning.
Sometimes when the sun comes up.
5, 6 in the morning.
Yeah. You know, Michelle, I came from a party. I'm on the dollar van, rushing back to get to our sleep to go before I go to work.
Right.
Yo.
$1 van. You know what I mean?
Nobody knows about that experience.
Nobody.
Now.
Yes.
Maybe
How
some
you
parts of
party.
Jersey.
Yep.
Yeah.
How you party. Next thing you know, you party until after. As soon as you done partying, you be like, all right, y'all, I'm going to work. You be like, you're not going to sleep.
Like,
I'm going to work.
No, I gotta get that bag, bro.
Yeah.
New York is so great. New York is so great that having a car is optional. I have a cousin.
Oh, that's
right
a fact.
Now, that never even thought about getting his license because his license is his Metro card. And he's not wrong. When you have a 24-hour transportation system, you have access to the entirety of New York, even Staten Island. You know what I mean?
True. But nowadays, too much people getting stabbed on the train. I'm good. I drive. I ain't trying to get stabbed on the E train for no reason. I'm good. Oh, speaking of Staten Island, we disrespectful. So nobody want to go to Staten Island? Nobody want to move there?
No.
Why?
Well, actually, you know what? Actually, that might be true. I have a friend of mine. She lives out in Jersey City. In order for me to get to Jersey City, I would have to go through Staten Island.
Yes, you do.
And so, in order to get to where she lives, like I would take the belt to Staten Island, and then from Staten Island,
it's a straight ride.
It's a straight ride. But when I'm driving there, I'm looking at some of the houses in Staten Island, going, "Wait a minute, Jersey's right there, Staten Island's right here." And I'm looking at some of the houses in Staten Island. I'm going, "That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
It's not that bad. You got some crackhead eaters out there, I heard. But
Jersey City is on the come up. Like, I don't know if you guys have been there lately, but Jersey City is nice. It's a nice place.
I think the last time I went there is when we did one of the episodes.
That's right. When we did the Black Lives, right?
Yeah.
But,
that's the last time.
Yeah. But similar to you, Troy, the tri-state area. If I couldn't live in New York, I would try to live in the tri-state area. Irvington, I like Irvington, New Jersey. I like West Orange, New Jersey. I like those places. I haven't really checked upstate. I've been upstate a couple times when I had to drop some clients off places, and upstate is beautiful too. It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's all trees. It's all trees up there.
It's like country road, but the only thing about upstate that bothers me, they definitely get that Canada snow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
no, when I mean upstate, I don't mean like Buffalo. I'm talking about like right above Mount Vernon. When I'm talking about like other places.
Okay, like White Plains kind of. Like,
yeah, stuff like that.
Are you talking about like Albany and Buffalo?
No. That's too far. That's too far.
Okay, because that's a different
that's a 2-hour ride from New York City.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And Buffalo's what, 8 hours?
Buffalo is 7 to 8 hours. Yes.
Yeah, it took about 7 hours. Yeah.
7 hours. Yeah.
Because Buffalo's right next to Canada.
Yes.
Yeah. When we went to Buffalo, we went to Niagara Falls. We saw Ontario. Ontario was right across the river.
There, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what state I like too, but it gets too cold for me? I like Boston. Well, that's the city, but I like Boston.
That's gross. I don't
gross
like anymore. That's gross.
Gross.
I don't like Boston.
I don't like Boston. You just sat here and gave me like 30 minutes about how great New York is, and then you said you live in Boston. What kind
Have you been to Boston?
No, that makes you a piece of shit. That honestly makes you a piece of shit.
Is that a baseball thing? Like,
it's a New York thing. What New Yorker likes Boston?
Plenty.
What? It's you on an island. It's you by yourself on an island, Troy.
Don't be mad because it got rails. Okay.
I go to Dunkin' Donuts. I don't even get a Boston cream. Are you for real? That's gross.
I don't like Boston creams either. That shit's disgusting. Or like custard. It's like, ugh. But I wouldn't go there now. It's just as expensive as New York.
Is it really?
Yeah, those are my things.
Yeah, Boston.
Nice,
it's expensive as New York. Yeah,
it's expensive. Yeah,
and and this is factually true. It was listed. I think it was. But I think I read it either in the Post or the Times. They did a survey of the most racist cities. Boston was top 3. I don't know why you're giving me that look. It's Boston. It's part of the reason why it's a.
Well, I don't get nobody to call me that anywhere outside, so I'm chill.
I was expecting somewhere down south or something, but
I was thinking like Mississippi or Missouri.
Are you for real? Like, you guys might not be into sports that much, but Black players in almost every single sport, football, baseball, basketball, and sometimes in soccer, they talk about Boston being one of the most racist places they ever play in. They get called monkey, the N-word. They got banana peels thrown at them. Yeah, it's Boston. I mean, think about it this way. I'll put it to you this way. I'll put it to you this way. Who's the greatest Boston Celtic of all time?
Who is it?
What is it?
You would think it's Larry Bird, right? And the only reason you would think it's Larry Bird is because he's a white guy from French Lick, Indiana. You know the greatest Boston Celtic of all time is Bill Russell, a black man that won 11 rings in Boston and couldn't even stay at the same hotels as his teammates. You know what I mean? It's a racist city with a racist.
What year was this?
I mean, it was in the 60s. But still.
Okay,
come on, you're talking in 60s. I'm thinking 2022, man.
Yeah, but the point is
Boston the principle.
Yeah, Boston is gross for a number of reasons. As a New Yorker, you should just be naturally averse to Boston. I can't believe you even thought
all the Boston viewers. By the way,
oh, please.
Yes, I apologize for our Boston viewers.
Boston viewers can unsubscribe. Thank you very much.
Boy,
I apologize for Nyron, y'all.
Ben Affleck is an overrated actor. I've never been to Southie. I'm never going to go to Southie. It's a garbage city.
What about Mark Wahlberg?
For all the Boston people, you can drop in the comments and debate Nyron.
You want to talk about somebody being from Boston? I'm not gonna slander the guy's name, but just take a look at what he used to do when he was a teenager and in his early 20s. He's a Bostonian for real. Yeah, he's a Bostonian for real.
Okay.
You ain't wrong about that one. I heard stories about that.
Yeah.
He is not wrong there. He's not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
From
Boston. Color me shocked is what I'm saying. Color me shocked.
All right, guys. Anything else? No, go ahead, TC.
No. I just said damn. Like, guys, it's That's a
All
good
right.
moment.
Anything else, guys, before we get a conclusion?
Yeah, consistency. If I think the first thing you want to do, and
Do
I hate
not be
sounding,
like these other guys. Or you just
that's
work
that's what I
hard.
was just about to say. Like, I hate sounding like one of these guys who are just like, how do you get successful? You know, it's all about believing and working hard.
Hard work,
Hard work,
dedication.
dedication. No, but what I will say, at least for me, and I think it's probably a universal principle, you got to start with what you want first. Because for me personally, in order to sufficiently answer, where do I see myself in 5 years with the specificity and the color in which I did, it's because 5 years previously, I was thinking about this. You know what I mean? So having the setup of who I want to be and where I wanted to, what I wanted to look like, and the type of place that I wanted to live was already being cultivated in my mind for years. And ever since then, I've been slowly but surely getting to where I want to be. Right? Like I wanted to read again. I used to miss reading. So in 2018, I bought a Kindle. I didn't start reading my Kindle, with consistency until like 2 years after that. But the fact is, I started with knowing that I wanted to read. Then I got the Kindle. Now I'm reading all the time. You know?
You know what, Naran? You about to motivate me. I had my Kindle sitting here for how long? You see the
Right.
battery symbol?
Right.
I need to start using this again.
No, I'm telling you, the Kindle is like the greatest thing. It fits in your pocket. It connects you to the internet. You never have to go to the library, and the books are cheaper on the Kindle. You know what I mean? But I digress. I don't want to go on a big tangent. All I'm saying is that you start with a vision, and then you slowly work your way up to it. Like I wanted to be fluent in Castellano. I've known that since I was a kid. I didn't really start doing it consistently until I was about 25, 26. And ever since then, year after year, my Spanish has slowly been improving. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to increase the speed at which you want to achieve your goals, you got to put the work in. But just having a goal and making these incremental steps are pivotal in order to get there.
I like that.
All right.
I like that.
That's good.
I kind of want to add on to that too. Basically what Naran said, but also too, don't allow your fears to hold you back so much, because sometimes the things we're scared of is actually not that crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's all about taking that leap. I know it sounds so cliche, but it's just about taking that leap, honestly, and set your expectations at the right level. Because when you think when you put your expectations too high and it doesn't work out, that what demotivates us a lot as humans. That's just how we are. You know, and like Naran said also, and kind of similar to what I said earlier, do what makes sense. Do what you could, what's feasible first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's all about knowing what you're capable of doing at the moment, and then you take your steps to go higher. And that's how I look at it. That's how you execute good planning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. That's it for me.
All right, let's get it. All right, so I'm gonna say my piece, and then after that, we're gonna wrap up. So I think as we say, hey, this is what I see myself in 5 years. Make sure you write it down. Write it down in your notes. If you have a phone, put it in your phone, and then even if you want to, pin this, or when you write it down, put it on your wall or something.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that, just remind yourself, even if it's months and months, just remind yourself, this is where I see myself in 5 years. And just keep executing, because like I said before, you can have all this information, doing the stuff what you want to do, but execution is really the focus of really what needs to be done. So I would say also is prepare. Always save time to prepare, of like, even if it's weeks, months, even a quarter, like quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, during the year or the months. Have time to, because a lot of times, we have our goals and to-do lists of what we want to do for the day or for the week. um I think that we need to have time to prepare. That way we can have weeks or the days that be like, all right, I know what to do. Let me write this stuff. Let me take time to write this stuff down. I know what to do. All right, let's execute now. That way it can be more, how can I say it? Your day would be more swift.
Right.
So
you won't have as many hiccups during your day because
yes,
you planned out your day to such a degree you know what each step entails.
Yes, but even if Myron, when you was talking about fasting, even you're gonna like, let's say if it's a Sunday, you be like, all right, I gotta, I'm preparing for the week now. All right, Monday and Tuesday I'm gonna fast, and then Wednesday I'm just gonna eat fruits and vegetables. It's simple like that. So yeah, it sounds simple, but of course it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
But now, and this is where this 5-year goal comes into place, where we're going to break it into manageable pieces. And when we break it up into manageable pieces, this is where the weeks come into place. This is where the months come into place. And when we write this stuff down, we'd be like, all right, I did this check. I did this check. I did this check. All right. This will get this done to get to this main ultimate goal. So that's what I'm saying. So yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
I love it. Yeah.
Is there anything else, guys? Nope. That's
I
it.
can't think of anything.
All right. But that's pretty much it, y'all. Just remember, prepare. Where you see yourself in 5 years? Write it down.
Oh, plus, wait, I do have something. Ladies, if you like what you heard, you can just give me a call. I'm cracking myself.
What time is it, bro?
So for all our audio listeners, if you see me and TC's face, it is a whole meme right now.
Somebody clip that too, by the way.
Please clip it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna this is gonna be posted on social media. Let's go.
Yeah. Make a little short out of this one.
Right? Shoot. But yeah, we're gonna prepare for your week, your months. It's 2 months out of the year. Let's get it. Let's get it done. But yeah, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Write it down, But I already said what I have to say. Naira, I have to say what I have to say, TC. But yeah, this podcast is gonna keep going. And Naira gonna keep cutting me off.
I have one more thing too.
I think this is karma getting at me for cutting him off all these times.
I'm so sorry, Rich. I am. I don't mean to cut you off, but the idea just came to me. If you guys like what you heard, we'd be really curious to see what some of your 5-year goals are.
Dang, so, took my idea. I was going to say that.
so in the comments when you're looking at this, we'd love to know what your 5-year goals are, and let's see each other in 5 years and see if we achieved it.
Let's go.
Yeah, we all share information. Yeah, I like that. Yep.
Yeah.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the podcast, y'all.
All right.
www.diamondcashincentives.com. You can reach Nyron.
Whoa. We ain't giving out our personal. That was a joke when I said call me. Don't call me. I don't want anybody to have my number. Please, no.
Okay.
Well, you guys can find me at tcincentives@gmail.com.
There you go.
Out there. Yeah. Lord.
And how can they reach you, Nyron? What email?
Ron
917.
Yeah, Nyron 917.
Yeah, ladies, don't call me. I might sound like a catch, but I don't want those problems. No, you can. You can reach me at ronmincentives@gmail.com. Again, that's Ron, RON, as in mac and cheese, incentives@gmail.com.
You see our face right now?
Yeah.
All right, that's the end of the episode, y'all.
You got problem with mac and cheese?
But why mac and cheese out of all?
Yo.
Like,
I mean, it was the first thing that popped up in my head. I said M. I was thinking mac and cheese.
All right,
I
that's the
was
end
gonna
of
say
the
like Michael or
episode.
something. Okay, yeah.
Right? Like, that's the end of the episode, y'all. We out.
All right.
All right, y'all.